Alright, so this is the 2-year review of the Autonomous.ai ErgoChair. So I got this chair 2 years ago. It was fine. It was kind of a cheap chair on Kickstarter that was kicked off of Kickstarter, and then they had their own sale, and they had all this funny business about this chair. Yeah, I mean, it's still here. It's still a chair. One of the things you might notice right away is the dust kind of accumulates right over here quite a bit. The dust also accumulates quite a bit on the back here. It's very just dusty. Yeah, I mean, the dust seems to accumulate like in about a month. So, you know, I clean this pretty frequently, and then there's just more dust, and yeah, that's pretty much the story of the dust on this chair. So you'll probably have to vacuum it quite a bit, and it's kind of hard to reach into some of these places. So if you do get this chair, get a vacuum. 2 things broke on this chair. The first thing that broke was this headrest. This is the maximum height of this headrest, and somewhere in here in the mechanism, something was just super weak and crappy, and it broke. It started to slide downwards, and obviously that my head's not here, it's kind of way up here, so that was annoying. So I basically grabbed a screw and just shoved it in there and just pierced the soft plastic with a screwdriver and kind of forced it in there. So that's not moving ever. The other thing that broke was this armrest, which I know I talked a lot about the armrest in the previous video. So the actual pads up here are kind of fine, even though they're uncomfortable. But this, something in here, one of the mechanisms broke when you adjust the height like this. So I just, again, basically pierced the plastic with a screw and just shoved it in there and screwed it in there. Now this is not going anywhere. But yeah, this was essentially just dropping down because whatever piece of crap plastic they had in there broke off. This armrest is fine. Nothing broke. You can see I can move this one up and down just fine, but whatever mechanism they have in there broke for me. So that's it. This chair is fine. It's a chair. It's not uncomfortable. I basically haven't moved the backrest in 2 years because I found the one comfortable spot. So yeah, I mean, their marketing video about how you can adjust the chair for your back and all that's great, but you know, essentially as soon as you find the one spot that you like, that's what you leave it at. Yeah, that's it. The armrests, one of the things that I ragged on in the first video a lot were the armrests. In the light here, you can kind of see a dimple. That's where my elbows have basically been sitting for 2 years, and these armrests are terrible. They're still kind of hard. They've become much softer just over time from me basically indenting them with my hands. I was recommended to get basically pads from Amazon to put over them, but I didn't do that because they don't really bother me anymore because I'm so used to it. But definitely not a comfortable set of arm pads. So if you are looking to get a chair, I mean, this is essentially just a Chinese chair. There's nothing too special about it. It's fine. It's great. The logo's cool. But that's about it. Just go to Costco, get a chair. Go to Staples, get a chair. Sit in one. It's a chair. Don't get a gaming chair. Don't get a racing chair. Don't get a hyped up chair. Just get a good office chair. And essentially, I mean, this is just essentially just an okay office chair. So that's the review of 2 years. If you are looking to buy this because you really want it, I mean, it's fine. It's a good chair. You can sit in it and it doesn't hurt. Just be aware that certain parts might break. You might have to fix them. And that's it.